right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome everyone here to the State of Synth. My name is Dennis G.
Ooh, and I'm Neon Fox.
And Jules, I am fired up, my friend. I am fired up.
Dude, our guest tonight.
Yeah, man, it's going to be
live. Came out of nowhere.
Kicking asses from here to Toledo.
Yes, my ass is sore.
Sounds like a personal problem, but we will move on.
Hey.
What's going on, listeners out there? All you Night Ride fans and listeners and awesome people, you guys are amazing.
Yes. Hey, you know what? We gotta like nip this in the bud. If you're listening on YouTube, you're playing video games, you're studying or whatever, and you just wanted background music, just know this is a radio show. We have a talk show.
That's right. Are we getting crap on YouTube again?
Not yet, but right. I'm anticipating it.
And I got the band hammer ready to lay down.
No bands.
This is talk radio. You know how like you turn on the radio station, like the real radio stations, and not saying we're not real or anything like that, but you turn on the radio station, you're like, oh man, it's in the morning. It's freaking talk radio. I can't stand it. And you put on your CD or you just change the station, but you can't change the station because all of the radio stations are all
it's all commercials.
Radio. It's all commercials or talk radio.
Well, there you go.
So what do? You pop in your cassette or you pop in your CD or whatever, and you just go around and do your thing.
Or you just stick to the station. We are live, by the way. So you YouTubers, you IRCers, you chat, you say hello, we will call you out.
That's right. We're all about making friends and having a good time because this is Synthwave. This is a good time. We have an amazing guest here tonight. We have a lot of great music. It's not just going to be talking. So shut up already, people who haven't said anything.
Oh, jeez. Off to a good start.
Fired up, Jules. I had a nice glass of whiskey to start me off. This is good.
I gotta throw some shout outs. So our guest, Coffin Dragger, is in the chats.
Yes.
We also got Nakatomi Freefall all the way from the west coast of Canada.
Nice.
Yeah, just joined in the chats. We've also got Destarian, who seems to never leave Night Ride.
Yeah, he lives there.
Never. Good God, yeah. Kit, Snugs. Right back at you. Yeah, Ashure, Johnny 5, Thor, M3 Ann. Yeah.
Very good.
Tuning in, yeah.
We have a nice, big, full, packed house, and we want to thank you for tuning in to listen to the show live. If you miss it, you can always check us out in the archives. It's very, very easy. You just go to the archives and click the show from last night. So that's it.
One more shout out. Trevor.
Very good.
In the YouTubes.
Hey, Trevor, what's going on?
Yeah, man.
Glad to have you listening in. All right, so without further ado, why don't we go ahead and just drop into our first track? What do you think, Mr. Neon Fox?
Dude, you dug this one up. Pete Drummond.
I did. Ooh. I was totally stoked. And he had submitted a song to Night Ride FM, and he is like the lead drummer for... Well, I'll let you set it up here. I think you...
No, you... Dude, I can't believe. I can't believe we got this submission.
From Dragon.
Yes.
That's incredible. I mean, how awesome can you get? We have like celebrities submitting music to our humble little radio station. So.
It's your voice, Dennis.
Yes, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, big shout out to Zoo. In the IRC chats.
Yes.
And whoa. Jesus Christ, this song sucks.
Yes. He's my buddy. He's my new buddy. He checked in earlier, and we've fast become friends. So you are more than welcome. So we love you. So thanks for tuning in, and we will definitely get some tunes on for you because that's what we do.
Dennis, you're the DJ. Play it.
All right,
let's Pete Drummond with "Slave to Your Love" right here on Night Ride FM.
You know I want that thing you got. I'm
And that was P. Drummond with Slave to Your Love.
My God.
Jules,
Dennis, where did you find this guy?
It's amazing, man. This is like legit, like straight out of the 80s. I think Dragon it's an 80s band. It might even be like a 70s band.
But like you see his post, this new release, it's this album.
Yeah, it's legit.
Eerie? Oh my God, it's like full 80s. Ugh.
Yeah, it's the real deal. It's the real. We deliver nothing but the real deal here on Night Ride FM. So if you enjoyed that, you can always go out and pick up the rest of the album because the rest of the album is just slamming.
Ooh, I got more shout-outs, by the way.
All right.
So Rex Balls.
Hey, Rex Balls.
Rex is in the house. Howells is over in the YouTube. Time Striders has joined us.
Nice.
Zephyriel has joined us, and our friends at Retro Hit Radio, who will be rebroadcasting our nonsense on the weekend.
More power to you guys.
Yes,
we love you guys.
Retro Hit Radio from what? They're like on the other side of the world.
Yeah, that's right. They're keeping the. Is that what you call the East Coast?
No,
lockdown.
No, like, Retro Hit Radio. You guys are down
under, keeping the down under lockdown.
Or Kiwis.
Keeping it locked down under.
Yeah, on the other side of... Oh, wait. I got one more shout-out. HR's Music in the YouTube.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah.
Always good to have some people tuning in.
We are live. Come say hi.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so before we bring our very special guest on, we would like to go into our top story of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, top story of the evening. John Carpenter announces Halloween Ends soundtrack and shares new song. Did you know, Jules?
I've never heard of him.
New movie, new music. That is right. Everyone's favorite director, John Carpenter, has announced the soundtrack to Halloween Ends, the latest film in the horror franchise. He made the LP with his frequent collaborators, Daniel Davies, and of course his son, Cody Carpenter, which I think he's a Night Ride FM guy, you know? He's been on Karin's show, and maybe someday we'll be lucky and get him on the State of Sin.
I know, like we just don't have the skills.
But it is coming out on October 14th via Sacred Bones. And of course, we do have a little bit more on the story for that. So we're going to go ahead and get in touch with our Kitty Caboodle. Kitty Caboodle, are you in the house with more on the story?
Oh yes, Steve, major and boom pole holding. You'll get all the chicks after you graduate. I should call Uncle Greg and tell him, no, even better Greg, I get to work on a low-rent incel audio-only show called... What the bloody hell does a status synth even mean anyway? Now, I've got to stop complaining. After this, I can get absolutely pissed at the weird jazz bar downstairs. Kitty, why don't we just do the broadcast early and call it a day, hey?
Oh, did they give it the signal yet? Now that they give me my own sound producer, I really need to give it my A game. Steve, it's Steve, right? Wait, are you that famous Australian Steve who loves animals?
Oh, the famous Australian Steve who loves animals who died in 2006, hey? Yeah, obviously me. Christ. Let's go ahead and record this, okay? We can always play it back and say it's live whenever they throw the signal, because I can't give a shit. Alright, ready? 3, 2...
Can you give me a few minutes to go over my notes?
Notes? What kind of notes do you need anyway? It's synthwave. Just say there's another Halloween movie coming out and there's synthesizers again, and I don't know.
Well, do you think it would be good if I said something like, John Carpenter is back with Halloween Ends, and he's written his own soundtrack, which is now on pre-order.
Yeah, totally. I love that. Hey, what if you said there's another damned Halloween movie and there's synthesizers again?
Oh, yeah, that's good. Do you think I should mention the pre-orders and the different color...
Yeah, great. Yeah, whatever. Great. 3, 2... Is this microphone on? What's this little red light? Does a red light mean recording? Oh, shit.
What was that?
That was Pete Drummond.
That was something drumming. Yeah, so sorry about that. I guess our new sound guy is still working out the kinks. But yeah,
A little bit.
that's live radio for you. We gotta teach him what the broadcast button does.
Jeepers.
Yes. Jeepers Creepers.
Kitty.
Kitty Caboodle. Ladies and gentlemen.
And that accent. That other guy.
Yeah, I don't know
With
who
that
he is,
accent.
but he's
Never heard of him.
something else.
Down under. Yeah, nah, yeah.
Yeah. Before we go into our next track, any more last minute shout outs?
Oh. Yeah, Hannah B joined us. in the
Ashuri.
IRC chat.
Ashuri. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Yes. She is tuning in from somewhere where it's like really, really late. So a special shout out to you and everyone that's tuning in and it's like past midnight. You guys are just like the bomb. We love you guys.
Good Lord.
I don't know how you do it. I'd be in bed like 11:30. I'm just done. Check it out. World, don't call me till the morning. But yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Dude, our next track.
Yeah. Oh,
So we
ooh.
got lucky this year. We got to interview Cassetter over in Poland.
We did.
Yeah, and Annie,
Yeah,
who
another up and
was in
comer.
New York, moved to the UK, and then I think she's back in New York, or briefly.
She's all over the place. She's like a globe trotter,
All
world
right.
dominator.
And then this guy named Dimmy K.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him before in my life.
I never done it.
No. Apparently from Greece.
Something like so he says.
Doesn't make his own music. He just lends his guitar to everyone else. So, let's play this track.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so this is Cassetter and Annie and Dimmy K with this track called You Said right here on Night Ride FM.
You said you wanna be free. Why do you keep coming back to me? You said it's not in your plan. Why do you wait in the palm of my hand? And you're the kind of boy you are. You close the door before it goes too far. You said you don't wanna say, then why are you here? I don't believe a word you say. I don't believe a word you You said you don't want me. You said that you don't care. I know you lie and I know you're wrong. You just have to learn to play along. You said you don't wanna say, then why are you here? I don't believe a word you say. I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
All right, once again, that was Cassetter with Annie and Demi K with You Said. Good tune,
My
man.
God. Yeah.
I did.
Cassetter, we got to interview him.
Yeah, cool dude.
Annie's got that theatrical voice.
Yep, she does,
And
indeed.
Demi.
He's like the glue. He's like the synthwave glue that just kind of glues the entire scene together. So,
Oh, by the way, I got some significant shout-outs.
significant shout outs.
Caspro has joined
look
us
at
in the
this.
IRC.
Very
He
nice.
joined us last week. He joined us this week. My God, dude. My world's rocked. I have a Caspro vinyl, and I've got a second one on the way.
Nice. It's good vibes, man. All the good vibes.
And also, Late But Here, who needs to change their nick
Yep.
in IRC.
They're working on that, I believe. And yeah, it's always fun. There's always one in the group, which is fine because you know what? I did it too. You just type /Nick and then your new name.
Dennis, Midnight Fury has joined us as well. We're going to
Hey!
be playing his new track.
Nice. Everyone is
Yeah.
checking in. That's always good.
But first,
But first,
and foremost,
let's go ahead and introduce our very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with no vowels to his name. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice big round of applause for Coffin Dragger.
Coffin Dragger.
What's up, fellas?
Hey,
It is true.
thank you for joining us.
You have no vowels. And what is up with that? Do you have like a thing? Are you like allergic to vowels or something like that?
I don't know. It just wasn't important at the time. And then mistakes were made. Vowels should have been added. But
Mistakes
No,
you
were
know,
made.
it is what it is now.
True fans will find you.
Pretty much.
Well, in a way, you got the SEO kind of locked down because, you know, nobody has a name spelled like that. But the problem is you have to know how to spell it in order to spell
Pretty
it.
much.
It's like,
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
Mr. Dragger.
Mr. Should we
You-
call you
you
Mr.
came-
Dragger
so
or Coffin?
Just call me Coffin. That's fine.
You came out of nowhere. You popped into our IRC chat. I remember like last year.
Yeah.
You were in the chats and you released some songs, and your songs for someone who we'd first heard of, like literally your Bandcamp, your first single, was incredible.
Yeah, what happened? What, I
Well,
mean,
what-
where did that come from? That's
so,
what I'm trying to say.
I'm lining up for like, where did you learn? Where did you get these skills?
Lots of practice, I guess. Like, I've been making music since like probably like 2010,
Okay.
something like that.
So you're
like, off
seasoned.
and on. Yeah, but like I never had the I don't know. I never wanted to release anything because you know it's not good enough. It's not good enough. It's
Right.
not good enough.
Well,
I get that. I mean,
that's a curse.
it's a natural tendency to think that your stuff isn't good, and you just continue to work on it. But yeah, eventually you just got to put it out there for better or worse. I mean, we do this show every week. We're not, we're not like the greatest.
But Mr. Dragger, like, what was your original style of music? Like, how did you find dark synth or synthwave?
Yeah. Is it like a recent discovery, or have you always been like playing that kind of stuff?
I would say, I mean, I've always been like a metal guy. Like, started with like Van Halen, and then in high school I was into like Children of Bodom and like all these like heavy bands and like the black metal stuff.
So like every other synthwave artist,
right.
metal to synth.
That's right.
But it wasn't until I lived in Georgia and this coworker of mine turned me on to Dance of the Dead. He's like, "Hey, you got to check this band out because they've got guitars and like it's the synthwave music." I'm like, "What is that?"
Skulls on the stage and guitars.
Right? And he like showed it to me. I'm like, "Holy crap, this is freaking sick!" Because like, I mean, metal, like, once you get to a point where everything is extremely heavy, then it's like, I would say it gets kind of boring, you know?
Metal needs synth.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you need to change something up. So, you know, he showed me that, and I was like, "Holy crap, this is freaking sick."
That's the
And
cool
then,
thing about the music, though.
So-
Your metal, and it's all got that vibe, you know. It's got that
So-
80s vibe.
So can I ask, what instrument were you playing before? Like, were
like,
you?
I play
Did you just,
bass, drums, guitar.
so did you naturally progress to a DAW? Because that's so. Most people who are in a band, they play an instrument. Then they get fed up with the band and all the politics with it, and they realize, oh my god, I load up a DAW at home, and I can make my own music from beginning to end.
Right.
Is-
Yeah,
is-
I've been like recording stuff since like probably 20, or maybe like 2008, something like that.
Wow.
But like just like messing around, with stuff. I blew up my my parents' home computer.
Nice.
The sound card. I had let's see, I had a Digitech guitar pedal plugged into some kind of like a stereo receiver thing, and
Yeah.
then that going
Sweet.
into the input of the sound card and totally destroyed it.
Was it that scene in Back to the Future where he plugs it
much,
into the big
basically.
speaker and it just
Just a
blows
smaller
the entire
scale.
thing up? That's great.
Right.
That's classic. That's a classic move.
Yeah, but like I've always been experimenting, partially because I didn't know what I was doing, and then then you experiment because it's fun. But
So guitar is pretty much your weapon of choice. Or
I
do you
would
slap
say
the bass every
I
now
like-
and then? Or
I like I don't know, sound design, like production in general.
Oh,
Like I don't
okay.
know, I've always been drawn to, like, if I could do anything, I would just produce for other bands. Like, bring a band in and let's work on stuff. But
Interesting.
like I've got a day job, and so like I just can't make that happen.
don't we all?
Right.
But that's amazing. I love your stuff, man. It is just hard. And when I'm having a hard day and I just want to just release some pent up energy, like I put on your music and I just
dude,
I start
Mr. Dragger.
punching walls, and before you know it, I have to repair walls. But it's worth it
Right.
because I'm rocking out to your stuff and it's just amazing.
I gotta say something cheesy. Nothing
Uh-oh.
beats having a regular in our IRC chats who's a producer
Yeah.
and drops amazing singles on Bandcamp, on Spotify. So, by the way, anybody listening, go search CFFNDRGGR Coffin Dragger. Just remove all the vowels.
Just spell Coffin
But my
Dragger,
God.
but remove all the vowels.
Remember, our listeners are also producers, and some of them are so talented.
Yeah.
Get the AEIOU out of here.
That's right. We're definitely against the vowels around here, but that's okay, man. Now, how did you get your name? Is it just like that vibe you wanted to put out there? Because it's got a whole gothic metal kind of thing.
I would say I don't know if anybody knows this, but it's extremely freaking hard to come up with a band name.
It's
or
true.
artist name, because it's like, oh, this is sweet, and oh no, it's taken. Oh,
Yep.
this is sweet, this is taken. And I was flipping through songs by this band called Die Artist Murder, and I saw Coffin Dragon. I'm like, boom, I bet that one's not taken, and it wasn't. And I'm like, how can I make this even more unique? I'm gonna take out the vowels.
Let's
And
remove all the
there's where
vowels.
I messed up.
Yes, indeed you did. No, you didn't, though. It's fine. It's fine. The people who want to find your music, they know how to find your music. You just type a lot of consonants, and eventually
Right.
you're gonna
Hope
get
for the
there.
best. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got a lot of awesome friends that share my stuff, like Draven.
Yes,
and, all these
Draven.
awesome people. Like
Dennis,
I don't know.
we got to get Draven on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's do it.
Draven,
He's pretty sick.
Draven, if you're listening to the show, you have an automatic invite. You go straight
Damn
to my
right.
DM,
Definitely.
and you can come on.
I've
anytime.
had 2 people recommend Draven. Just get him on the show.
Yeah. Like a spine saw. Have a spine saw night. Like have him and Connor on.
Oh my
Pretty-
god,
pretty
Connor
sick.
from what is he? He's from Denmark or something.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, Connor's amazing.
All right, so you guys can all come on the show. It is an open invite. We're gonna have a big open house. That's what we're gonna do. And
One of those season finales where it's like party line.
Right.
Oh, the party lines are the best. I love it. So,
By the way, shout out to Computer Crane Kick. I was
Yes,
supposed to
Computer
do
Crane
a
Kick.
interview with him on Friday, but it got the Rona, so I had to bail
Oh,
on him,
no.
like an hour before.
Can I
That's
ask,
the
is it a mild Rona?
It's not too bad.
it's
I
a
was
little
making my voice
C
sound
or a
like
big
this.
C?
Do what?
The COVIDs. It's a little
Yeah,
C,
yeah.
little C COVID.
Yeah, it's just a little COVID. It's just
It's
it
just a
makes
little.
my voice sound weird, and my sense of smell is kind of like, eh.
Oh, I lost my sense of smell. That was like, but you know what? It was worth it. We went to New York and we had a good time. I met Jules.
Yeah, oh yeah. So I literally 2 weeks before that, I was at another event and everybody got Rona. And
Yeah.
I was not the carrier, but
Indeed. But
I
it
find
was
it
wonderful.
ironic that the president says, the pandemic is over.
oh yeah,
Like,
like,
as soon as
mission
I get it,
accomplished.
I'm like,
mission accomplished. Yeah,
what?
right.
Great.
Indeed. All right, so I tell you what, I can't wait to play some Coffin Dragger stuff, and
Ooh, we
we're
need
gonna
to unleash.
unleash the Kraken right now.
Yes, we're gonna get dark and heavy.
The first track, I think, Jules picked actually both of these songs. So these are great songs. They are powerful. They will make you want to slay something. So just be careful if you are holding any sharp objects.
Yeah.
anything
Don't
heavy.
be driving.
Do not drive and drag.
Don't stop the baby.
Don't drag and drive. I'm sorry,
Ooh,
I got some
By the way,
bad jokes.
quick shout out.
Quick shout out.
Our friend over in Atex, Sweden, right? I think. Atex, who never sleeps, has just joined us.
Oh my
on
god,
IRC.
another one.
Yeah, another producer.
After 12, after midnight, man. God bless you guys.
Right. But let's get back to some good music here.
Let's do it. All right, you want to go
Coffin
ahead and set
Dragger.
this up?
Yeah, last July, you released a song called Vengeance. Ooh.
Yeah.
Dennis, you gotta play this. So yeah, this is Coffin Dragger with Vengeance from July 2021, right here on Night Ride FM.
once again, that was Coffin Dragger with Vengeance. Wow. That was something else, man. I think the cool thing about your music is it's very Halloween-y, it's very dark, but it's not, to me, it's not really dark, synthy kind of. It's got its own vibe, more, I guess, rooted in like classic horror instead of like going for a lot of the directions that like the traditional dark synth goes to. It has its own vibe.
Speaking of that, so Mr. Dragger, what are your influences? What are your...
Oh man, we could be here all night.
Are we talking like John Carpenter? Are we talking, I don't know.
Actually, I would say more, I guess more metal bands have been an influence, or like 90s TV shows, like kid shows and stuff like that.
What? Oh boy.
Like freaking the X-Men theme and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Okay,
like,
okay.
it's like
That's cool.
The
I think
aesthetics of that mixed with metal, and I don't know.
That's pretty wicked. So it's like a whole vibe that you put out. And I can see how that influences your music, but I love it. I think it's great. Like the sounds are just amazing. Like you have a lot of organic sounds, like your drums and like what's live versus what is on the samples and all that.
I would say like most of the time everything's like programmed drums because I don't have the equipment and the space to do that. But
yeah, it's a lot of room. You gotta like dedicate half of an apartment for drums half the time.
Right. And like my living room would be sick for that, but like I don't have the equipment and all, and drum mics and time and patience and talent to do all that.
Okay, can I ask your drums? Do you use like sample drums, or do you use like a drum kit in
Most
your
of the time
DAW?
it's like Superior Drummer 3. I use that, and then sometimes I'll blend in samples for different sounds.
Pay attention, producers.
Right, and then guitars are usually just all me, unless it's like on Wrath, the newest song. There was like no, there was one part with guitars. Like it's funny. Someone made a comment on Submit Hub about like, oh, nice guitars. I'm like, cool. There's only like 10 seconds of guitars in the entire song. But,
Speaking of that, we're gonna be playing that next. But
yeah, it's great stuff. A quick shout out to Beep, who is tuning in from the UK. I tell you, Jules, we do these shows, and
Dennis,
I'm always
I don't know how these people stay awake.
It's amazing
to listen to us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just blown away every week.
Beep says my accent is dope, but it doesn't help that I have the Rona stuffy nose. That doesn't help.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, definitely.
I don't normally sound like this.
Well, I mean, Beep's from what, UK?
He's from the UK. Yeah.
So us North Americans, we're all probably gonna sound like we have a cold.
Right.
It's true. It's very true.
Luckily, I'm doing shots of honey, so I won't have the dry cough going.
Oh, now what kind of honey? This is the serious questions we're getting into. Now, when you do take your shot of honey, which do you prefer? Is there a specific type of honey? Because you have like a full gamut of honey flavors. I am a buckwheat honey guy because let me tell you why. The buckwheat honey is actually like honey in its purest form. And when you take it, it's actually gives you the most potency of any type of honey effect that you would take. And it is very helpful. It's good for the throat. They call it a superfood. Did you guys know that?
Right.
It is a superfood.
By me.
So you got your clover honey too. And of course, your buckwheat honey and, that's the only two honey. I was hoping you guys would like pick up on it and go off in another tangent, because that's the limit of my honey conversation.
honey.
This is a Food Lion 100% honey, so I'm guaranteed it's not.
Is it clover honey? I bet you it's clover.
No, it just
honey.
says 100% honey.
They have to say what kind of honey, don't they?
The bear container, so it's good.
Oh, the bear is like that's like the super duper honey.
Yeah.
And it's like clear, and it's like when you squeeze it, it just comes like right down in like a nice fine That's the best. Because I'll be honest with you, I do love the buckwheat honey, but the problem with that is because it's more natural. It is terrible because it's not very good when you're trying to squeeze it out of a bottle because it gets hard and crusty. But the good thing about honey is the fact that you never ever have to throw it away. Did you guys know that honey is the only food?
Oh, I know. It just never rots.
It doesn't go bad. There's no shelf life of honey. It's just honey forever. Forever honey.
So there's also all sorts of scientific research into that.
Right. That's why it's a superfood.
That's pretty sick.
I mean,
It's
it won't
incredible.
cure anything. It just never goes bad.
But it will help you. It will help
I'm
your
the
voice.
skeptic.
It will help your sense of well-being. Can we talk about synthwave?
No, you know what helps your sense of well-being? Synthwave.
That's right.
Right? High fives and
will.
hugs.
Indeed.
Yes.
High fives, hugs, and honey and synthwave are all you need in life. You can live off a steady high diet of synthwave and honey for the rest of your life. If you were like locked in some bunker with synthwave and honey, you could survive.
Right.
Bad.
You don't need water.
Mr. Dragger,
Yeah, what's up?
you're located in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I like to keep a Twitter list of artists and where they are. I like to group them up.
Yes.
Because I'll tell you right now, everybody used to think Toronto was a central scene for synthwave. It's
Right.
not. It's a ghost town now.
Yeah, Jules likes keeping tracks on
Yeah.
locations, social security numbers, and last names, and
Right.
other things
Yeah.
for doxing purposes.
So South Carolina, how's it doing? And beyond South Carolina, how have you connected to other people in the genre?
I would say like locally, like I went to a show to see Watch Out for Snakes and Morris Black and Street Cleaner.
God, yes.
Like recently,
Yes.
that was freaking sick. But there was this local duo. Their name was Solemn Shapes. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they were like really, really great. They're like kind of the dark wave type stuff.
Oh, cool.
But they're freaking sick. But I talked to them, and they were like, "Yep, it's basically just us." And then there's a few other artists around, but there's not like a big scene around. I guess there's more people over in Atlanta.
Yeah,
all
well,
those guys.
thanks to Watch Out for Snakes.
Yeah, he's really growing a scene,
Yeah.
and
But,
which is great.
All my like networking, I guess, has been through the Discord or Twitter. Like,
By the way,
my
Night
wife
Ride
and I are-
FM has their own Discord, and
Right.
you can tune in. Just go to synthwave.gg/ I did it wrong. Discord.gg/synthwave, and you can come and say hi on the Night Ride FM Discord.
I thought it was just discord.fm/nightrideFM.
I don't know. Just
I
type in Discord and you'll find us.
By the way, quick shout out to the X-Niles over in the YouTube
Hey,
who just joined us.
thanks for listening. All right, so
From
Mr.
Santa Cruz, California.
What do you think? We should definitely play this other song by Coffin Dragger because this one is one of my
yeah.
favorite tracks right here.
Oh, so before we play this,
Yeah,
so Mr. Dragger,
yeah.
Wrath,
Mr. Dragger. I love it.
do you want to lead us into this?
Yeah, let's talk about this song. It is called. It's a nice family friendly song called Wrath.
Right. Featuring a cameo by the young Coffin Dragger.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
What?
So this was like
Every
you
year
produced
is
this?
on there.
Oh, you sampled yourself?
No, my daughter is on there.
Oh,
No kidding.
so
Yeah.
It's a
Miss
mini
Wrath,
Coffin.
Miss Wrath Jr.
Mini
Right.
mini
What?
Coffin Dragger.
The spawn of
The spawn of
The
Wrath.
spawn of
the
Coffin.
spawn of Dragger.
Where we go with this?
Right.
So that's cool. So you sampled. How did you sample your daughter? You heard her
Well-
cry, or did you like?
Well, the thing is, we were at dinner and she said something like, "Breathe in, breathe out," and I was like, "Hold up, What did you just say? I'm like, come upstairs. And I had to repeat it in the microphone like maybe like 10 times.
That's some Cobra
And then,
Kai shit
wrote
right
it
there.
down. I'm like,
That's
this
wicked.
is awesome. I'm like, thank you for your services.
Oh my god,
That's incredible.
that's
So
awesome.
look at that.
Pretty sweet.
Talent runs in the family.
Right?
Mm.
Very good. All right, so we're going to go ahead and drop this track. This is Coffin Dragger with his daughter. Little family-friendly tune called Wrath right here on Night Ride FM.
What do you do when you're angry? What do you do with the mad that you feel? The important thing is what we do with the mad that we feel in life.
Breathe in, breathe out.
And once again, that was Coffin Dragger with Wrath. I love it. I love
Wow.
that fact that that is your daughter, and that is the most wickedest thing I've ever heard. I love it.
Yeah, and she grins super big every time she hears that now.
Oh my god, you need a music video.
Like, that's me.
How old is she?
She's 3.
Oh, that's
my
great.
God. Okay, well, maybe not a music video, but
So she's 3 years old. She's already on an album.
yes,
Right.
What have
Well,
I done with
single,
my
but-
life?
a dark album. Okay, behind that song, we were talking about imposter syndrome, and I saw it in the IRC chats as well. So,
Yeah, it's a thing. It is definitely a
Yeah.
thing. people
So
deal with that.
tell us about like your mindset. Where
You
you
experience it. You do experience it. We all experience it, right? I mean, I do every time I do a show. After every show, I'm like, what the hell am I doing?
No.
Right.
What am I doing with my life?
What was
And-
key? You mentioned a therapist, so I defer to you.
Right.
Explain.
Yeah. So for like years, like I wrote music and like deleted it. Like write a song, delete it. Write a song, delete it. Because it's like, oh, this is crap. And it wasn't until I went to a therapist and was talking about stuff with ADHD. Like I don't know. I don't want to get too weird, but I think mental health needs to be talked about. But
You're not being weird. In fact, let me put a end stop on that real quick, or at least a pause. We highly encourage people to talk about mental health. In fact, we have our own episode where we just reserve the entire episode to mental health. So you are really doing a healthy thing. We absolutely encourage it. And okay, press play. You can continue.
Right. But like I felt, kind of weird about my like ADHD and stuff, and wanted to get help with that. And then in the talks with my therapist, we got to talk about music and stuff. And she's like, "Why haven't you released anything?" I'm like, "Well, it's just not that good." She's like, "Who says it's not good?" I'm like, "It's just me." And she's like, "Well, you got to start somewhere." And she's like, "Why do you poo-poo?" Quote the therapist, "Why do you poo-poo all of your ideas?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's just me." And she's like, "Well, you just gotta like go for it." And around that, like I would say a few months after that is when I really started with the like coffin dragger idea, and I started putting that all together. And then I think it was definitely you guys. It was definitely Jules. Like when I wrote my first song, Conjure. I had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, I remember that tune. Yeah, we played it on the show.
Like Jules gave me a chance, and he was like, "Oh, we gotta have you on the show," and like that, I don't know.
Yeah,
a little
but,
bit of encouragement goes a
so-
long way.
So I gotta remind you though, and I gotta remind a lot of artists. Like, I mean, it's so I feel for artists. You gotta engage in the scene, right? You have to engage in socials. You did. You were in IRC. You were popping in, came out of nowhere. And I remember you were in IRC, and when I found out, like, I always notice when somebody joins in our IRC, then you find out they actually produce a song.
Right.
You're like, okay. But I don't envy artists. You gotta produce. You've got a day job. You've got a passion. You want to produce music, and at the same time, if you want to make your music heard, you gotta play the social media game.
Yeah, and it's a lot of work.
It's hell.
And the thing is, like,
it is.
There's a right and a wrong way to do it. I think some people, they like treat it 100% as marketing,
right?
And then they die. And then I think some people, it's like you kind of aren't aware of like who you are, and you kind of say some crappy stuff, and then nobody likes you because you're a crappy person.
Well, I mean, so we won't go into politics or anything like that. But some people, they don't. I mean,
it is tough. You really walk a fine line when you're on social media between. Of course, you want to market your stuff. You want people to know about you as an artist. At the same time, you don't want to come across as spam. You don't want to come across as just pushing your stuff in people's face. So you have to walk this weird line. And this is with anything as far as producers, if you create content, anybody that's on social media, really, it's really tough to know what you can put out there that's going to be personal, what's going to be engaging, what's going to be part of what you're trying to put out there and let people discover. You might have a show and it might not be you're looking for fame or anything like that. Half the producers just want their stuff heard. Just hey, check out my stuff and
well, I'll tell you right now, I'm envious, like Mr. Dragon. I'm envious of anybody who can sit and produce a song from beginning to end and upload it to Spotify, put it on Bandcamp, because I can't even do that. Like, I'm a mega fan of this music.
We'll get you there.
I would love to find out that some person in like the southern straits of, I don't know, like Brazil or something, is listening to my song. I don't care if it's just one person. When you go on a Spotify, it's like this one person on the other side of the globe is listening to your song, and you've got no plays, nothing, but this one person has latched onto you. That's got to be so rewarding.
Oh yeah, it means the world. Like there's people I know that, like, okay, in Australia that listen to my music, and I'm like, they're a fan, and I'm like, that means the world to me, because, like, hey, I'm not really, I wouldn't call myself just an artist. I'm like a random wrestling fan guy. Music. You know what I mean?
Actually,
in our
next segment, we're going to talk about wrestling, because
boy.
Let's go. Wait, old wrestling or new wrestling? Because
we could talk about
WWF or WWE.
You can't have the new wrestling without the old wrestling. That's like you got to pay homage to your Hulk Hogan's and
Superfly Snuka,
and all the greats. I mean, Macho Man Randy Savage. So we're gonna talk about some wrestling, some old school, some new school wrestling. We're going to have a big wrestling match. We're gonna just lay out some cardboard in the middle of the floor, and we're just gonna wrestle each other.
Breakdancing, dude.
We're gonna oil each other down. Wait, what are we talking about?
Cardboard, like
that got weird.
It got weird really fast. So.
By the way, I can do the windmill.
Can you do the windmill?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why cardboard came to the first thing to my mind when I'm thinking wrestling. What do they do?
Wrestling, breakdancing. Ooh, dude.
If you're old school wrestling, you have what? Like, what do? You just nail some wood and, like, put ropes up, I guess?
No. You just walk down the aisle, like, dressed up in the goofiest shit.
But you have to have something to wrestle in, right? I mean, you need, like, a wrestle cage or...
tighty whities.
The ring and the tighty whities. I mean,
where are we going?
Is there such thing as street
wrestling? Where do we go from dark synth to?
I don't think there's such a thing as street wrestling, though. That's the thing. You have to have a place designated for the wrestling.
There's deathmatch wrestling. That's a whole thing.
Is there?
Yeah, true. Yeah. There is.
All right, we're gonna come back from that. We're gonna talk about some wrestling and some. Yeah, good stuff.
Okay, so we're gonna go right off on a tangent. Then we're gonna play a song, aren't we?
We are indeed.
Okay,
we're going exit stage left.
Way off a tangent. Yeah. From Mr. Dragger.
Let's go.
Who's serious, deep.
He's a serious guy. He came on this show to talk serious stuff. To talk about his music that he's very proud of. We're talking about tighty whities.
When we come back, we got to talk about your other initiative.
Your tighty
music
whities.
Initiative. That's not so dark and eternal.
Right.
All right, we'll get back to that. But
sounds good.
Dennis.
The IRC is just popping off too. Rex, I love you, man. I love you.
All right, Dennis, we gotta play some Sander Gavin.
We were gonna play this last week, but our cup runneth over, so we're definitely putting this on. Over. This is amazing. Trenton is a phenomenal singer. Trenton, if you were out there, we would love to have you on the show. Sander Gavin, too. Come along. We would love to have you guys on. This is also with Horizons 1982.
Yes. This is on the Mirrorgate record label.
Yeah.
This is Sander Gavin and Horizons 1982 featuring Trenton with Energy Fields right here on Night Ride FM.
once again, that was Energy Fields by Sander Gavin with Horizons 1982 featuring Trenton.
Oof.
Man, that song.
That's not the first time Sander has featured Trenton. And it's not the first time he's worked with Horizons 1982.
That is fire. I mean, honestly, that is just amazing.
Mirrorgate Media.
Yeah. Go buy all of their stuff. It's good stuff.
Yes.
All right. So once again, we are here with the Mr. Coffin Dragger. We're talking about some wrestling. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, by the way, because we got to do our shout-outs. We are live. So we got to do a shout-out to Bending Grid.
Hey, Bending Grid. Nice.
Yeah, who sent Karin, like, goddamn shoes and stuff.
Shoes?
Dennis, did you get any shoes?
I did not get any shoes.
I didn't get any shoes.
I am barefoot right now. I can't afford
but
shoes.
Bending Grid, amazing artist.
No,
And a pair of
they like-
amazing merch, too.
Are they like Megatronics style shoes? Are they branded shoes?
No, they weren't branded, but they are like quality. You got to be in the know for these shoes. There's no Bending Grid on these shoes.
Okay.
They're just classic.
Who sent somebody's shoes though?
I don't know. I could use them.
I mean, I could totally use a pair of shoes.
If anybody sends me shoes, though, don't send me high tops. 'Cause
If anyone is listening
I
out
can't
there,
slide into those.
I am a size 11 and a half.
Oh, Dennis is big.
Whoa.
hey.
Beg your pardon?
We are quickly going off the rails. We just got back on the rails. We're getting back off the rails.
Yeah, let's go back underground with the Coffin Dragger.
Oh my God. All right, so we are talking with Coffin Dragger. Now, we want to know what's going on in the future. We know you're working on new stuff. We want you to spill the beans. When's the next album coming out?
I want to mention this. Mr.
When's
Dragger.
the video?
You had a little side
project
going on.
A little something on the side.
Do explain.
Yeah, Sleep Wonder. I just came up with that just to have an outlet for the not so dark stuff. Because, like, I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to write stuff that's sad and depressing. You want to make it mildly sad and depressing.
That's true.
So, I made this.
That's a whole arc of music there, right there.
Yeah. But just to have a different outlet, I set that up. So, and I've only released the one song so far.
So is that like it's
What's
sort
the
of
song?
sad music?
Do what?
What is the proper genre for that? Sort of sad.
I mean, it's like it's just more chill.
Okay. All right.
Kinda. I wouldn't say it's chill synth, but I mean, I guess it is. I don't know. Genres are weird for me.
Yeah, it's true.
Hard for me to fit. You know.
Yeah, you're not pigeonholed for sure.
Do you have it on Bandcamp yet?
Yeah, it's on there.
All right, and once again,
what's the first song?
It is Far From Here.
and the project name is? I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention.
Sleep Wonder.
Sleep Wonder.
Yeah.
Yes. Go check that out. Now, do you use vowels in that one?
Yes. Very important.
You're learning, my friend.
Right.
This one has the vowels. So type in Sleep Wonder, just straight up Sleep Wonder.
Wonder.
You're not like dropping the E or anything like that.
D-E-R.
Okay. Very nice. Traditional, easy to find. Go
Right.
check that out. It is sort of sad, sort of mellow, but
Right.
I'm gonna post it in the chat.
there you go. Jules makes it easy.
Awesome.
Bandcamp.com.
Sleep Wonder.
So
A
this is more
sleepy-
chill, right? This
I
is
said
more like
Sleepy Wonder.
less dark.
Sleep Wonder. I
Yeah.
love that. Very good.
This is
just more like
daytime coffin
cinematic
dragger than
type.
nighttime.
Right. Decaf. Decaf coffin.
Well, very good. Very good. So you have some side projects going on. I know you have some new music on the way that you're working on. Possibly down the road, I'm sure, some more of the good old Coffin Dragger. Just
Oh, yeah, for
amazingly violent music that you put out that I love. I just can't get
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, well, I gotta remind people, if you're tuning into Night Ride, you're most likely gonna bump into Coffin Dragger in the chats.
Yeah.
In IRC, like I gotta thank you for being a participant in our chats.
It is
Right.
great.
Whether it's,
Try as
whether it's
much as I
YouTube or
can.
IRC, like
You are in the IRC. You are in the Discord.
it takes an I'll say it again. I don't get how artists who have day jobs who produce music when they have free time, and they probably have families too,
Yeah,
most of them,
yeah.
and then they find the time to like bring up a browser, join our chat, jump into the YouTubes or whatever.
And by the way, discord.gg/synthwave. Plug. And of course, you can always go to our IRC. If you guys are listening on the YouTube, you guys are only getting half of the adventure. You can always go to nr.fm. Go to Night Ride FM. You can join the IRC. First thing you type is your name. We love the YouTube crowd, but of course, the special home that we have laid out for all of our wonderful listeners is right here at Night Ride FM. So tune in and join the IRC. Join the community. It is a lot of fun. That's it. That's all I got.
Most key though tonight, we're talking to Coffin Dragger.
It's true.
Right.
And his awesomeness and
It's
his
a thrill, man.
So now, what is your favorite horror movie? Are you a horror movie fan? Because I feel like you should at least like a few horror movies.
Wait,
for
let me translate for non-Americans. What Dennis just said was horror.
Yeah, not horror.
not it was horror.
Horror movies.
Horror.
It's the New Jersey in me.
Y'all Americans.
Horror movies.
Yes.
It's horror.
Horror movies. Yes, that's what I said.
So, Mr. Dragger, your favorite?
I would say most recently that Hereditary movie. I know it's everybody says it. but
Okay,
it's
so I
pretty-
got 10 minutes into it. I haven't finished it.
I don't know
yeah,
that one.
That was pretty wild.
It's
But
spooky,
out of
dude.
like the classic ones, I would say the Halloween franchise is probably my favorite.
For me, it would be Exorcist. That
Oh, yeah,
spider
that's
walk down the stairs.
Yeah, that's freaking crazy.
I am not into horror movies.
Oh, so Dennis, did you watch the In Search of Darkness documentaries?
I did, and I need to get
Okay,
on
so
that.
I was never a big horror fan, but when you watch those, and first of all, it's nostalgic because it's turned into the 80s, right? It's all about Friday the 13th,
Right.
Freddy, and all that,
Yes.
which I didn't watch back then. But when you watch it now, like when you watch this documentary and you see it with nostalgic eyes, I started digging up all kinds of nasty horror movies from the 80s, and now they don't scare me. They're more funny.
What was that? What documentary was that?
Oh, In Search of Darkness.
That's on the new
So-
Retro Wave.
Yeah, so New Retrowave did
Project.
the soundtrack for it.
Yes.
And so they've got two volumes of it. Each one is like 4 or 5 hours long.
Huh.
And they spun it off and they made an In Search of the Last Action Hero. So the documentary is about 80s horror. Both volumes.
Right.
The soundtrack is made by our fellow synthwave artists, and it's on New Retrowave. But they made a spin-off called In Search of the Last Action Hero if you want to learn about action movies from the 80s.
Get to
And they
the
call-
chopper.
Right. And then they came out with In Search of Tomorrow, which was all about the sci-fi movies from the 80s.
That's great.
Like Star Treks and Aliens and all that.
They need to do In Search of
check that.
Cyberpunk. That'd be pretty good.
I'm sure they will.
That's my gig. They could go all the old classics. I mean, they could really do a whole documentary on Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
Just putting it out there. Max Headroom, Judge Dredd. I mean, even like some of the mainstream movies I would consider Cyberpunk. Even
But
RoboCop.
Cyberpunk is sci-fi.
Robert Cop. I'm Robert Cop.
RoboCop.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm
but-
done.
But you guys got to watch these. These are all from the same studio,
Yes.
and they always do Kickstarters. And if you join in on a Kickstarter, your name can be in the credits. So guess whose name is in the credits for all of these?
Could it be Julian Green?
Yeah, guess who gets the Blu-rays and the Vimeo like high def. Yeah. Anyways,
Very good. We're all proud of
if
you.
you like your
Jules.
retro, pay attention to In Search of.
That's right. And
I'll definitely have to check that out.
you could check it out. And New Retro Wave, shout out to New Retro Wave. My man 10, keeping things locked down.
My God, he's got so much going on.
Yeah, he does. And Oligen is going to be doing some stuff, I believe.
Okay, I won't mention vinyls though, because
Well, we will not. We will forgive you for
anybody
the
who's
vinyls.
ordered vinyls from New Retro Wave knows
I still
the
have a
pain.
Yoda vinyl.
Yeah,
I'm still
well,
waiting for.
NRW Port 10 got burned by all the manufacturing nonsense. What I don't get is how Time Slaves, Electronic Purification Records, and Electric Dream Records, those guys, they get vinyls and they ship them right away.
Yes.
I think they've got some monopoly going on with synthwave vinyl.
It is them and Adele. They all got it all locked
right,
down.
because NRW would think would be first in line.
It's true. So anyway, so get your vinyls, get your Adele, and watch your documentaries and listen to Coffin Dragger. And speaking of some more awesome stuff to listen to, I believe we have another track. What do you think, my friend? Want to drop a... Ooh, I love this. Oh, I love this tune.
Okay, so
Adriel. This fell off my radar, but this came out, what? I guess maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Maybe even earlier.
No, so it came out about a month ago.
Yeah.
Just over a month ago.
We're catching up.
So Adriel is synth pop, but the great Venn diagram of synth. You got synthwave, synth pop, dark synth, and everything. Adriel has been on my radar, and I'm ashamed to not have popped some Adriel onto our show.
Yeah. I love it. I love her stuff, and she has one song that I'm absolutely addicted to. I forget the name of the track, but I'll dig it up while we're on break, and I will tell you what song. And you go listen to that song because it's magical. It's a magical song.
Yeah. So Adriel is from LA, single producer, and this track is called Colorado, in brackets, Into the Blooming, and you're hearing it right here on By Right FM.
Slipping, pick me up from the ground again.
And once again, that was Adriel with Colorado Into the Bloom. And the song that I would love you guys to check out is called Excavate. That is my favorite song by her.
Excavate on what album?
It is off of Kingdoms and Communities. I had to
Kingdoms
turn
and
my head. to say
Communities.
it.
Yeah.
That is great. It's not synthwave, but you know what? We don't care.
Yes.
A producer in front of a synth. That's all we need.
That's it. I mean,
You know what? I don't care.
it's got a vibe.
You can be in front of a guitar as long as you got some synth in the background.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
Yeah.
vibe, okay? It's a vibe.
Right.
All right. So, I believe we have some more stuff to talk about. We have a bunch of tunes still to play, but we do have some album releases we'd like to let you know. And, of course, some birthdays and all that good stuff. This is the part of the show where we just kind of do our little synth fam thing, I guess, and let people know who's doing what and where they're going and all that. So
the news part.
the news. We're the news show. The Synthwave News Show. So, Mr. Jules, do you want to help us go off and mention some album releases? Actually, I'm first.
Yeah.
Because I'm not looking at the script. I'm having too much fun with Coffin Dragger, talking about wrestling and honey.
Well, we didn't get to wrestling yet.
We didn't. We're saving the best for last, the wrestling discussion. All right, so album releases September 23rd. We have Droid Bishop with the Hollywood single. We played that last week, I believe.
Droid Bishop, never heard of him.
He is awesome.
Yeah. Okay, the 24th. Our friends over at Retro Reverb Records, Alex Vichetti. He's got a new album coming out called Blessed. And then the 30th September, Beckett's long-awaited Chill.
I love it.
It's so smooth.
I do love it.
Yeah, it's called Caller on the Line. If you want your 80s like funk smooth,
Yeah,
it's Netflix and chill for people in the 80s.
I love the marketing on it. It's just great.
Oh, and a new single/album from LeBrock called See Me.
Very good.
LeBrock. Yeah, baby.
We have an entire album coming up from Castro.
Ooh, we played a
And-
track from that.
Yeah, I believe it's pronounced Echo. It's
Yes,
coming out on
you're right.
October 14th, and I am totally stoked. We're trying to get Castro to come on the show, so Castro, call me.
Yeah, we got to talk to Laserdisc Records.
Yeah. And of course, November 4th, this is another album I've been waiting for. Our good old buddies Von Kaiser are coming out with
Never heard of them.
The End is the Beginning. Their album, it was supposed to be out on
May 4th.
May the 4th, but it's
So they used to have this thing where they dropped albums on May the 4th because they're big Star Wars fans.
yes.
But this year, the album required a little more tender loving care.
Yeah, you can't be caught to a schedule when you're
No.
creators, you know?
Creators, unlike us.
Yeah, you know. You just got to put it out when it's ready, and it wasn't ready, so hey, that's what happened. But it's coming out. We're excited. So yeah, we're going to drop another track on you guys after this. We're going to do some more birthdays, and we're going to talk with some Coffin Dragger, some wrestling. We're still going to get down to the nitty gritty for Coffin Dragger's favorite wrestler, and we're going to debate that. Old school versus new school. This is a little tune by Dream Invaders. It's entitled Zombies. You want to say something about this, Mr. Jules?
Sure, it's from the album Is Anyone There? And they are located in Israel. They hail from Israel.
Hey, look at that.
We don't have many artists from Israel.
Yeah, very
So
good.
yeah, Dream Invaders with the track Zombies right here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Dream Invaders with Zombies. Zombies right there for your listening pleasure. Very good. I have our dog, our radio station dog. Her name is Lulu. She's down here chewing on her bone. So if you guys hear a little chewing sound, that is not me. Indeed.
Oh, really?
That is not, I am not chewing on anything.
It's not Mr. Dragger either.
It is not Mr. Dragger. But it is a dog that is very happy eating peanut butter out of a bone because that's what dogs do. They love that shit. All right, so birthdays. Let's do some birthdays in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about some people who were born. Go ahead, Jules.
Oh, dude, well, today, Jordy from the Last Concord is celebrating a birthday, and they're going to be doing a concert very soon. I think it's in Spain, with featuring like, oh geez, let me scroll down to our concert area.
If you guys want to know where you can find all the concert information, you can always go to news.nightride.fm. I think it'll redirect you to nightride.fm/blog because Z did that. And
just so Jordy,
yes,
is going to be playing. Oh no, they already played at One Electronica Fest over in Badalona, Spain.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh, with like just a crap load of people.
Tons and tons of people. You can always get the most up-to-date. You just click on the little shows link and it'll tell you all the events that are coming up in your area. Jules does a very good job at curating all these shows. If you have a show, if you are performing, let Jules know. He will put it on the calendar. He don't care who you are. As long as you are synth, you guys get on the bill. So let some people know. And in fact, that is our #1 hit on their entire website news page, is that concert page. So a lot of people visit that.
I could believe that.
They get a lot of information from the State of Synth and Night Ride FM. So thank you for your due diligence, Mr. Fox.
Yeah, wow. Oof.
We have any more birthdays? Mavs, February 20th.
Hey man, we interviewed him last week. I put it on there.
We're struggling taking our notes. So I have a birthday coming up on November 4th. So no, it's November 21st.
Really?
I forgot my own birthday.
Oh, so the 22nd, Glitch Black, Danny Bork.
Hey,
celebrate your birthday.
Nice. And we know that Coffin Dragger has a birthday.
Coffin.
Yeah, had one a couple times.
On what day?
August 1st.
August 1st. There you go. So you can write that down, Jules.
By the way, the 23rd, Johnny Laser.
Hey, Johnny Laser.
You might know him.
Yeah, good dude.
Some westerns.
Very good.
Theme synth.
Very, very good. My dog is taking the bone into the other room now.
September 24th, my friend Estevez.
Yeah, no, it's my friend.
No, mine. My friend Estevez is celebrating a birthday on the 24th.
Very good.
Yeah. And, I think, Mr. All the Damn Vampires.
Oh!
Davey Oberlin.
September
26th.
I got so excited when you said that. I don't know why.
All the Damn Vampires just released a new album.
I love the name of that project. I think it's great.
Dude.
All right,
you know what I hate most about Santa Monica?
All the Damn Vampires.
All the Damn Vampires.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Birthdays, everyone has them. We love them. We'll say your name on the air if you tell us your birthday and just shout it out. We'll be happy to mention it on the show. More music, more awesomeness. We have another track coming up for you in a bit. But what else we got?
Track,
yes.
We gotta talk to Mr. Dragger.
Mr. Dragger, yes, your favorite wrestler. Wrastling, let's go.
Oh man, favorite wrestler. Are we talking old or new?
We are talking about the. I don't know. You tell me which you want to go with, and then I'll make an argument about that one that you choose.
I would say. Back in the day, it was either Undertaker or Sting.
See, now that's not even back in the day.
I know. So, oh my God, you say back in the day, and I'm like,
this is what I'm talking about,
dude. I was like Andre the Giant, man. Andre the Giant.
All right. So there are very specific
Undertaker,
wrestlers
I liked Undertaker though.
that put all the foundation. They laid out the foundation. We have your Hulk Hogan. We have your Iron Sheik. We have Macho Man Randy Savage. We have
Iron Sheik is amazing.
George the Animal Steel. We
Right.
have, help me out with Jules. I can only name 5 wrestlers.
What about Ric
Are we talking
Flair?
about the 80s?
The lovely Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
lovely. And
The Macho Man, and we had
Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky
Steamboat.
Steamboat. Yes, we did have
Superfly
him.
Stuka,
Superfly Stuka. Thank you very much.
Andre.
Andre the Giant. In fact, fun fact, I actually knew Andre the
Rex.
Giant. He
Rex.
lived
Oh, really?
He
Just
lived in New
mentioned
Jersey.
Ted DiBiase,
Yes. King Kong Bundy.
the Hart Brothers, Randy Savage, of course. Junkyard Dog.
Thank,
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much. You guys are. I knew our listeners would come through with classic wrestlers because you guys are
Now-
the best.
So here's the thing: when it got more modern, I didn't mind like the Undertaker and Steve Austin and stuff. After that, it just got pure dark. There was no flair anymore.
That's right. Ric
Everybody
Flair.
was just everybody was a miserable, nasty asshole.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
I'm a kid, right? I wanted my superstars. I wanted, like the Iron Sheik and stuff. I wanted exaggerated personalities because wrestling. I mean, it's we all know it's
we
real.
wanted it over the top.
Yeah.
We knew it was
Yeah.
fake. We didn't care. We wanted
when
it
it
over
when
the
it
top.
got all grungy and
Well, where they messed up was where they tried to make it like, oh, it's real.
Yeah,
no,
it's
we
like,
wanna-
this is the
wanna
kind of
watch
stuff that they tried to make it like this is the kind of stuff that happens in your trailer yard.
right.
And right? No.
But it was real to a degree. And in fact, if you guys ever saw the movie Wrestler, it's really good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie.
I will admit, I had a friend drag me down here in Toronto. We went to the Sky Dome to see a WWF event. And
Nice.
I used to laugh and joke about it. And when you see it in person, and
It's
you
cool.
see these stuntmen and actors doing what they're doing and getting slammed onto a real mat, like it's a performance.
Right.
And when you see it live, you realize you don't laugh at this. These people are entertainers in the most physical sense.
For sure.
You look at
Lord.
it as like a theatrical
Right.
performance.
It's
rather
days
than,
of our lives
Exactly.
not wrestling.
for us boys.
Yeah.
It's drama. It's drama.
Right.
It's
Right.
big boy drama. Or
Storytelling.
girls. Hey.
But the talent and the physicality is incredible.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I mean, I could take them, but I'm just saying.
I could.
Right.
I could.
In your tiny whities.
Yes. Neon tidy whities.
Oh boy.
We should make. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come out with action figure wrestlers, and it is gonna be Neon Fox, and we're gonna have them in tidy whities, and
The ones you can't bend. The ones
the
that
ones,
are like set in place.
not bendable. It's just gonna be an action pose, and that's gonna be it. It's
Right.
not gonna be bendable. It's just gonna be Neon Fox, and you're gonna push a little button on the bottom, and it's like gonna glow.
Boing, boing. Oh, okay. Glow.
It's gonna great.
Right.
It's
I
Sure.
will say, watch AEW if you want to watch some like cool wrestling. Like AEW is kind of making wrestling
Yes.
cool again.
Really?
So I would.
I thought they
definitely
were
check
like
that
long gone.
they're
Yeah,
coming
AEW.
back.
out. I mean WCW kind of went away, but this is AEW.
Yeah.
They're pretty sick.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Pay attention to the dragger.
Pay
Right.
attention, get your wrestling on, and be awesome. All right, speaking of awesome, we're going to go ahead and drop this next track. And we actually have this wonderful person in the chat room as well. So I'm very excited to play this. Jules,
Wait, we
didn't play. Oh, you know what? We didn't play the other one, too. See, but you interrupted me while I was going to play that one.
So we got to play Destroyer.
We are. We have Castro's tune. We also have, before that, we have Destroyer, which we're going to go ahead and drop right now.
So hang in there, Castro.
And
The
it is
Destroyer.
going to happen very soon. The awesomeness never ceases on this show. It's just banger after banger. So
All right. So if you're in North America, you if you've been to a synth event, you've probably been lucky enough to see Destroyer play live. He's played in like the West Coast, the East Coast at the Nightwave events, and his latest album. So Nightwave, the Nightwave DJ crew who does New York and a little bit of San Francisco or LA, they just launched their own album.
Nice.
And they went and launched his latest album, Destroyer's latest album, on their label. So we're gonna play Destroyer. This hits hard because it features Dream Reaper.
Yeah,
so
it's good.
Yeah, this is Destroyer Into the Beyond featuring Dream Reaper right here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, it was Destroyer featuring Dream Reaper with Into the Beyond.
Destroyer and Dream Reaper.
That's good stuff.
So yeah, that's from the album Tales of Terror, which just dropped on the Nightwave Records album. Brand new label from the boys, Faith in the Glitch, Valentine, and Graphic Mercenary, who does all the artwork. Whew.
Yeah, very
the
good.
New York boys.
Go buy it. All right, we're going to do some touring information real quick. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up our show. We have a couple more tunes we're going to get on for you. Jules, you want to go ahead and kick this off? Who's coming to our area?
Well, first thing to mention, tomorrow night, if you're in New York City, Diamond Field is playing.
Ooh.
Dennis, have you heard of this guy?
I have, and I love
Yeah.
his stuff. And
We got selfies with him.
We did. We had a selfie. We saw him in New York, and I got a vinyl the last time I was in there, and got his album on vinyl, so it's good.
Nice.
We have September 29th through the November 6th. We have Sierra and Carpenter Brute in Europe.
Yeah, Carpenter Brute wrapping up the Europe, his global tour.
Yeah.
In Europe.
So good stuff.
And let's see, the Midnight. They are in the middle of their Change Your Heart or Die tour.
That's right.
So their new album Heroes just dropped.
Indeed, it did.
And that single Change Your Heart or Die, it's a banger, and you have to see it live.
You have to go see it live.
What else? Dance with the Dead. They're over in Europe. So, Mr. Dragger, you were talking about Dance with the Dead. These guys are amazing.
Yeah, they're wicked. And
I wouldn't see them live.
Driven to Madness. Driven to Madness.
Driven
tour.
to Madness tour, and they've got Daniel Deluxe following them around in Europe.
So go check that out. October 15th through November 15th, we have Magic Sword and Droid Bishop with support from LeBrock in Europe. So check that out.
So Europeans are living it up right now. They got They got Dance with the Dead, Daniel Deluxe running around, and they got Magic Sword and Droid Bishop running around separately.
That good.
Party.
Von Kaiser and the Marathon at the Pyramid Scheme in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That is on September 23rd. And Helsinki Synth City with Morgan Willis. Ace Buchanan Star Cassette in Helsinki, Finland.
And the Finns always got the fun stuff.
So yeah, that's pretty sick. That's a nice lineup. You can always check out more information at nightride.fm/blog/synthwave events.
Yeah. Oh, quick shout out to Kane Robot.
Hey.
YouTube chats who's tuned in.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
All right.
He was saying AEW kind of sucks right now. Talking about wrestling.
Yeah, it's okay. We can debate that. We'll debate that forever. We're gonna debate wrestling because it's really the debate that never dies. It's like arguing politics, arguing over different wrestling brands. That's always something that gets people fired up.
Oh, dude, this next track.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It's time.
All right. So our friend Caspro is in the IRC chat. He was here last week. I am ashamed that I overlooked this band called Division Street from Toronto.
Ooh.
Local to me.
Very good.
So I was talking to him earlier tonight, and I might get some selfies with them. But they came out with a new single called The Annex.
Of course you're going to get selfies with them.
Yeah, of course. For those of you who don't know, The Annex is a neighborhood in Toronto. It's very kind of artsy-fartsy with lots of restaurants and stuff.
Oh, very nice.
So Division Street has a song called The Annex, and Caspro went and remixed it.
Nice.
So here it is, right here on Night Ride FM.
And once again, that was Division Street, the Annex, the Caspro remix.
Yeah.
Very good.
By the way, Caspro has some vinyls available.
Yeah.
For sale, yeah. You can get old Caspro vinyls and new Caspro. Remind me, what label is it on?
What label? It is on the
Jeez, I ordered them.
label. This just in.
Wait, I think it's on. Hang on, is it Time Slaves?
I'm trying
it's
to.
One of the, it's
fast
one of
forward
the good
past
labels where they actually have
the 20
the
second
chisels
delay
in stock.
They do. That's the best part about it is you can get it in stock and they will send it out to you because you are a on-demand awesome person and you deserve your vinyl as soon as you order it. So we appreciate you.
This 20-second delay is killing me.
It is brutal.
I should know this.
Eyewitness Records. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen.
So
Eyewitness.
Laugh my ass off. Do tell me where to find the vinyls.
Do tell. All right. Go get the vinyls. You know, you guys know. You know where to get the vinyls. We're going to drop the link in the chat. Pick up some vinyls. You guys are awesome. We want to thank you for listening. You can also go on our Patreon if you like to support Night Ride FM directly. It is patreon.com/NightRideFM. You can also go to our website if you would like to support the State of Synth directly. You can always go to thestateofsynth.com. And we have a little link to buy us a beer. And tonight it was whiskey. I had one drink, Jules. I'm just fired up. You know, I'm very excited to speak with our guest. I'm so happy that he came out and, you know, even with catching the vids, you got the vids and you still came to the show. That's dedication. So we appreciate you coming on.
I got to ask, Mr. Dragger.
Have me on?
Music.
Yes. When's your next one out?
Yeah.
When can we buy it?
Soon.
Are we talking single or are you working on an album?
It'll be a single.
All right.
Get your singles. Coffin Dragger, the guy without the vowels. You can go and buy
it's
him.
Coffin Dragger, so I'm assuming the single will be out in time for Halloween.
Yes.
Right.
That's what we're shooting
favorite holiday.
That's true. So there you go. Go buy Coffin Dragger. Just go buy all the albums that we say and then buy some more because Synthwave is a great community. It deserves to be supported and we love you guys for doing that, supporting the community. You're great. And I want to thank Coffin Dragger for being on the show. Thank you so much for being on the show, my man.
Yeah,
you are
Thank you guys.
awesome.
Big treat.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we did. We had some fun. We talked some wrestling, got some honey tips.
Right?
Aha! Oh, sorry. I like to go sidetrack.
You okay?
It's Eyewitness Records.
I read that like 2 minutes ago. You didn't catch on.
No, I didn't. Derp. Caspro's new album. Dream Tower Homebound.
Indeed. It is indeed time to
get. If you want it on vinyl, because there's all kinds of yummy vinyls always available.
That's true.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention?
Yes, last minute.
23rd, Thursday, the Motion Epic's new album drops.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious.
I'm very excited. I love that dude. He's amazing.
The Motion Epic. And so if you've heard the clips on social media and everything, this is as 80s as it gets.
So I'm sold, and I can't wait to check that out. We will probably play it on the show because that's what we do with new stuff. And if you like to submit your music, you can always go to submit.nightride.fm submit your songs, get it on the show. We will be happy to give it a listen, play it. If it's good, we will put it on the show. And we want to thank you for submitting, watching, listening, sharing, all the good stuff that you guys do to keep this community alive. And, of course, for being the awesome guys that you are.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening. Even our YouTube listeners who can't stand the talking.
It's true. But it's
hey,
okay.
We had Coffin Dragger on.
We did. It was a
Check him out, coffindragger.bandcamp.com.
It's a compromise.
Take all the vowels out.
That's right.
And I can't wait for another tune from you, sir.
We have to go. Let's go. We will talk to you guys next week. We have another awesome guest coming on the show. We will let you know who that is on Monday. We usually do the announcements. So thanks a lot for listening. We like to wish you a safe trip, a safe drive home, and we'll see you next time.
We're gonna play everyone out with one last song.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
What do we got?
So Caspro, speaking of, reminded me that today, from Florida, Midnight Fury dropped a new track called Starion.
Ooh.
And you're gonna get to hear it while we play you guys out. Right here on Night Ride FM.
Thanks a lot for listening. We'll see you next week. Bye.